Hi guys, and welcome to episode 13 of Notable Needlework. I am Kate, Notable, N-O-T-E-A-B-L-E, Needle on Plurk, on Ravelry, and on Twitter. The blog, if you are watching this on YouTube, is Notable, N-O-T-E-A-B-L-E, needlework.blogspot.com. Oh boy, this episode may be a two-parter because I have two very big things to talk about. So I will start off with my knitting because it's just been the one. I've just been working on the Haruni shawl. It's almost finished. I just started the last pattern row for the border for chart B. So it's a biggin. I stopped in the middle of a row because I was actually working on it as I was standing in line waiting to try on uniforms today. I will get back to that later. But it's almost done. Here's the center part with, I realized this is my one stitch marker that's not a total piece of crap. I have, the standard plastic ones that I use. Well, I really don't use them unless I absolutely have to. This is, of course you can't see it. Ah, there we go. It's from the Loopy U. I got it as one of the little extras in one of my orders, and did I really need to mark that this was a center? Probably not. But it helps. I will talk a little bit about that in a sec. But I'm almost done. I can see the end. So I just have, most of the last right side, then the wrong side row, and then binding off with the crochet bind off, which I finally found the needle, or the hook for today. All of my hooks and needles, unless they're like my knit picks interchangeables that I've been using pretty much constantly, I have no idea where they are. It's from when we cleaned up the house and just put everything in plastic bins. I'm still going through it. I feel like they're just gonna be in there until we move and it'll be ready to move because they'll still be in those plastic bins. But that is the Haruni, and it is in Knit Picks tonal, or Stroll tonal in the Deep Waters colorway, and it is a lot more purple than it looks on the website for the yarn. This is pretty true to color. I mean, it is blue. It's more blue than purple, but it's a lot more purple than it looks on the website, and I'm very happy with that, because I was really bummed that they didn't have any of the, what is it, royalty, or the one that the original pattern was in for the pictures, because the pictures are so pretty, and it is more purple in that one. But that is all of my knitting. I've just been working on the Haruni trying to get it done. And I have been busy on so many things. I mean, it has only been like 3 days, and I'm almost done with the Haruni. Okay, I will start with, there's one little thing and two big things to talk about. The one little thing is, I figured out, I'll do the little thing after the first big thing. Okay, first big thing is still knitting related. What this is the Plurk Podcast Challenge. Knitting's My Bag, the company that makes all the lovely project bags, is setting up a challenge for podcasting hosts. I reread the thread right before I decided to record too. It's that the fans/viewers of us podcasters are going to vote on a pattern for us to make. Each of the different podcasts/podcasting hosts, I'll talk about that in a sec, are getting a different pattern, but I think all of the patterns will involve similar design elements or similar stitches or something. So it will be kind of in common, but it won't be watching 16 podcasts all talk about the same pattern. Not like that didn't happen with the Summer Mystery Shawlette, but yeah. So it should be fun and interesting, and in order to be on it, you had to fill out a little questionnaire, because I guess there's going to be little prizes. I don't really know how that works yet, but I was filling out the questionnaire for it, and I realized that I really don't have a lot of knitting stuff. I don't have a whole lot of yarn, and I have a couple pairs of needles, and it's like enough for me. But I have one stitch marker that I actually like to use, and that's it, and I don't have any project bags. I use my reusable grocery bags, because when I hand them to the people when we go grocery shopping, they sort of look at me like they don't know what I just gave them. So I really don't have a lot of knitting stuff, and that's kind of sad. Fortunately, it did give me the perfect idea. Will, my fiance's mom, she makes jewelry, and so she knows how to, she knows her way around a wire, around beads. So since she knows how to do that, and my birthday is coming up, I figured that Will can give her the hint that making stitch markers for me would be awesome, because there are a whole lot of really cute ones on Etsy, but I really would love to have them be from her, because she does have a really good eye for color. She's made me a couple pairs of earrings in the past. I don't really wear earrings much, because studs poke me in the head, and dangly ones, whenever I'm hanging out with the toddler, I'm not wearing dangly ones. I'll talk more about dangly ones when I get to my second big thing. Anyways, off on a tangent. So the Plurk Podcast Challenge. There are 16? She didn't number them, but there's, I think, around 16 different podcasts, or maybe there's 15. Anyways, so the idea is that we are encouraging people who watch maybe just one or two podcasts to check out everyone else in the challenge, because I mean that's how a lot of people find out about different podcasts, is because you give shout-outs on your show. And I love it when people do that. So let's see who is on the list so far. I think someone else just threw their hat into the ring, so I don't think this is a complete list, but this is what's up right now. So there's Dragonfly Soars. That's dragonflysoars.blogspot.com. There's Steve from Dramatic Knits, who I have sung your praises all the time for mentioning me on your podcast. There's Sheila and Wendy from Knit One Heart 2. I watch them. I think I have most of these podcasts that I just added to a little sidebar to my blog, which should be over here. It'll be on the left-hand side of your page. That has links to the different podcasts that I follow, and I will be sure to add anyone on here who I'm not already following. I think I'm following most of them, and I think I'm caught up with most of them, which is impressive. I've been on a podcast kick recently. So I'll just go through the list real quick, and I will have everyone on that side. or that side. So you can check that out. So we have Dragonfly Soars, Dramatic Knits, Knit One Heart 2, and that's both Sheila and Wendy. There's Knitting Blooms, there's Yarnivore, and I posted this on Plurk. Thank you, Sadie, for mentioning me on your podcast. I just caught that because it was like a 2-second mention real quick. But I appreciate it, and it's nice to know that, you know, other people are watching. So there's Yarnivore, there's Rain Lover Knits with Sarah, there's Knit One Heart 2 again. There's Exchange Student in Fiberland, there is Alpaca and You, Addicted to Yarn with Becky, love you Becky. I am totally caught up with Addicted to Yarn. There's Katie from Knitting on the Fly, I'm in the process of catching up. There's me, Notable Needlework. There is Knit Bites, which is another one that I watch. Pretty much everyone on the list I either currently watch or am going to start watching. So Knit Bites. There's Knittables, Knit a Bulls, like the animal. Miss Ellie Knits. There's Sassy Pants Knitter. There's Mommy Needs Yarn, of course, Erin. There is Domesticated Darling, and there is Purple Photo Kitty Artwork. And I feel like there was someone else that just decided to throw their hat in the ring. It's just Ravelry name Lizzie the Mama. I don't know what podcast that is, but so yeah, I will put I don't know, I might put a little star or something next to the people who I watch that are doing the podcast challenge as well, because there is some overlap, but I know that Lisa and Leslie from the Knit Girls have opted out of doing it because they don't know what their schedule is going to be like come fall, I believe. And there's someone else that I watch. I don't remember. I just read the thread too. So that is the Plurk Podcast Challenge. If you don't already watch those podcasts, you should. I will be watching them as well. I think right now I am going to stop, and then part 2 is going to be about my nursing school meeting today. Yay! Because I won't be able to do it in 2 minutes. So just hold on a sec, and I will be back in part 2.